Hi, I'm Lindsay Kovach. I'm a realtor who serves the upstate of South Carolina. I've been a resident in the upstate for over 15 years, and I love sharing more about the community and what it's like to live in Greater Greenville. If this is your first time on the Living Local channel, welcome. We're glad to have you here. Make sure to subscribe to get notifications when new videos become available. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through some of the incredible features that Travelers Rest has to offer for retirees. From the exceptional weather that the upstate has to great access to healthcare facilities in the Greenville area, a nice downtown with a small community feel, and tons to do when you have family come to visit you in town. Stay tuned to the end of the video where I break down the cost of living that Travelers Rest has to offer as it compares to other areas. I can't think of Travelers Rest without thinking about community and Southern hospitality. From the local businesses downtown to just running into friends and community members in the park. In general, people are just welcoming and encouraging and happy to be here. There's also ample opportunities for you to get connected with folks within our community, whether it's just meeting friends walking on the Swamp Rabbit Trail or checking out the farmers market every week. There's free concerts and events that are held in the amphitheater in Trailblazer Park, and then also many community events downtown Main Street around the holidays. There's just so many ways to stay connected and tied within the community. There's also a number of local nonprofits that are specific to Travelers Rest, North Greenville and the Greater Greenville area, and that's always a great way to be connected within the community. Like I said before, one of the big reasons that folks are attracted to Travelers Rest is this small town feel. So the downtown of Travelers Rest is very walkable. It has lots of shops and restaurants and options for you. We've got Tandem, the great crepe place, Zen Rabbit Yoga Studio in downtown Travelers Rest, and then Community Tap for beer. We've got a great sushi place, Sushiyama, next door. So you have a lot of great options downtown Travelers Rest without going into Greenville area. And it also has that small community feel. So chances are if you're around downtown shopping or eating, you're gonna run into someone you know within the community. Another thing that attracts retirees to Travelers Rest is the weather. So much like Greenville area, we have 4 mild seasons. Our average daily temperature is 71 degrees with a low about 50. So really comfortable to spend a lot of time outside. As I mentioned, we have 4 mild seasons. It can get a little bit warm towards the end of the summer, but we have a beautiful spring and fall. And winter is mild, maybe a little extra rain, but you really can spend a lot of your time outside during the winter. For my northern listeners, we rarely have to deal with any snowfall. Our average is 1 snow a year, which melts pretty quickly, so you won't have to worry about shoveling driveways or navigating ice or heavy winter coats typically here. For my southern listeners, since we're inland and in the upstate area, we very rarely have any sort of natural disaster, hurricane, earthquake. So in general, pretty comfortable in mild weather for outdoor enjoyment. So if you're someone who enjoys the outdoors, Travelers Rest has great proximity to state parks and hiking trails. So whether you enjoy camping, just a picnic in a park, a walk on a trail, or a difficult hike, there's a lot that's within close proximity to the area. So Paris Mountain State Park is under 10 minutes from the downtown Travelers Rest area. Table Rock State Park and Jones Gap State Park are within 30 minutes of Travelers Rest. And Asheville area in North Carolina is just over an hour away. And there are a ton of state parks up in Western North Carolina area to enjoy. Or if you enjoy spending time on the coast, we're just under 5 hours from the South Carolina beaches. So Charleston, South Carolina and Beaufort are gonna be just under 4 hours. Hilton Head is about 4.5 hours and Myrtle Beach is about 4.5 hours as well. So if you're planning to travel a bit during your retirement, Travelers Rest also has great access to airports. We have a few that are local smaller airports. Greenville, Spartanburg, or GSP is less than 30 minutes from Travelers Rest, and Asheville is about an hour away. So GSP and Asheville are smaller airports with closer parking, smaller flights in general, but do have a number of direct flights across the country. So we're also about 2 hours from Charlotte Douglas Airport and Atlanta International Airport. So if you're looking for more options for direct flights or traveling internationally, we're pretty close to access both of those airports. So easy if you are traveling yourself or picking up family and friends who are coming to visit you here in the Upstate. Travelers Rest is also definitely a community that encourages people to stay active, and that's people of all ages. One, I think, key feature of our city that helps with that is the Swamp Rabbit Trail. So Swamp Rabbit Trail is over 28 miles of paved trail. It runs from Travelers Rest all the way through downtown Greenville and up into the southern Greenville area. So definitely it's a focal point within the city of TR and encourages folks to get out and walk, run, or cycle down the trail. TR also has many neighborhoods that are built with sidewalks, so it's a very walkable community in the downtown area and the surrounding neighborhoods. There's also a number of community organizations within Travelers Rest and just outside that support groups for the 55 plus community to stay active together. We've got the Travelers Rest YMCA, the Senior Action Center, and the Osher Lifelong Living Institute, or OLLI, located at Furman. So in addition to having community groups and organizations that are devoted to helping those 55 plus and retirees staying active, there's also a number of organizations that support higher learning or special interest areas. So allow community members to be connected and engaged in learning new interests. One of the largest organizations that provides those services is the Osher Lifelong Living Institute, or OLLI, located at Furman University, just south of Travelers Rest. So OLLI is a group for retirees. They offer courses from hiking to French to Shakespeare. There's also support different courses on learning new skills, whether it be your computer or photography. So a ton of opportunities to get connected and learn something new within your community. Proximity to high-level healthcare is an important consideration for retirees. Travelers Rest is located within Greenville County, and we have two large hospital systems that serve the area. We've got Prisma Health and Bon Secours St. Francis Hospital System. Prisma and St. Francis offer high-level medical care, level 1 trauma, and cancer institutes. The Prisma campus in Travelers Rest area also has outpatient services and an emergency room. For those of you who have made the decision to retire in Travelers Rest and you're worried about what the grandkids are going to do when you visit, not to worry, there's tons of options in TR to keep the grandkids occupied. So two of our favorite spots are Trailblazer Park. There's lots of large green spaces, a soccer field, and a brand new playground in that area. Just beside the community gardens. Gateway Park features a mini and then larger pump track if you want to get the kids out on their bikes. And then there's also a small play cafe in downtown Travelers Rest. If you want to venture a little bit farther into downtown Greenville, there's also many more options. Unity Park is located just beside the Commons in Greenville. The Commons is a nice food hall. You can get a snack, cup of coffee, and then head over to Unity Park Playground, which has a splash pad and large green spaces. There's also the Greenville Zoo, located in downtown just besides Cleveland Park, another great playground area. And the Children's Museum, you could spend all weekend there and still find new exhibits and ways to keep the kids occupied. But the one big question is, can I afford to live in Travelers Rest, this beautiful community? So the good news is that Travelers Rest is actually affordable compared to the national average. So Travelers Rest cost of living is about 10% less than that of the national average, and our housing prices are about 30% less than that of the national average. So your average home in Travelers Rest is going to be around $400,000. So I find that people who relocate to Travelers Rest from areas with higher cost of living are able to sell their home and purchase the same property, or maybe downsize and get a property a little bit smaller here for less money. Then they're able to pocket the proceeds from that and use it towards more travel or maybe an upgrade or renovation in their new home. Thanks for joining me today to talk about all that Travelers Rest has to offer. From the weather, active lifestyle, small town community feel, and of course affordability, Travelers Rest is an ideal location for those who are ready to retire. Please join me in my next video where I take you through an ideal Saturday in Travelers Rest, South Carolina. Again, I'm Lindsay Kovach. Thanks for joining me today on our channel here, Living Local, which is a resource for all things about living in the upstate of South Carolina.